Hey folks, welcome back. If you've been watching this series, which you probably have considering you're now watching the last video in the series, then you know that my last recording session went very, very long. In fact, it wound up being about 3 hours long when I anticipated it being about an hour and 20 minutes. So I wound up putting a cut kind of right in the middle of the episode, a little bit before the middle, and the rest of this episode is the continuation of that session. So I don't have like a proper intro, kind of like I normally do. We're just going to be picking up right where we left off in the end of the last episode. So we'll be getting right back into it. Thanks for tuning in and enjoy. Can I get a treaty with this guy yet? I can. So we're going to client state. They apparently gave me one of their territories. I did not have this one before. And let's see, nuclear reactor. Yeah, that's 5 turns. So next up, we're going to do aerial warfare after that one. And honestly, I'm thinking about making this an extra long episode because I'd really like to wrap this up in one more because I'm not going to have time to do more recording sessions this week. So if we get a particularly long episode this time, well, some of you, I'm sure, can break it up into multiple watch sessions. Do that. Napada. Really like to fill in some of these specialist slots. Maybe a case for absorbing later. Really do some damage to my stability, but... Okay, I can claim another wonder. Pentagon might be okay, honestly. Actually, let's go for Christ the Redeemer. So, it gives the percent output, so the reason I'm going for it is because I want to push back against this religious nonsense a little bit. So I'm actually going to build it up in Edinburgh here. I wonder how much damage that actually does. Yeah, not much. Mostly kills my stuff and doesn't really do anything to them. Yeah. Okay, I'm actually fine with an arms deal there, so they'll get access to my units, which will help them in their war. I don't want them to lose their conflict with Orange. Okay, I'm gonna go for a siege here. This might be a big one. Huh. They have fewer units than I thought, given what it said their combat strength is. So those guys won't be able to reinforce until next turn because they're retreating. Not that it's gonna make a difference here, I don't think. Yeah. Okay, so there's Caral. Which gives me some nice line of sight. And honestly, Red's running around with some pretty decent armies here. Kind of impressed the AI has managed to make it this far. Okay, we can go for nuclear weapons, which I typically do. I don't like that reduced war support's equilibrium value. Can be hobbling. Okay, glad they're attacking me with stealth units at my capital. It's interesting. I'm just gonna buy these. Same thing here. Wow. Why do I even have so many envoys in my own... Oh my god. They're everywhere. Or we'll placate. Very annoying, actually. Don't know why I have so many envoys there. That's what you get when you auto-explore, I suppose, but... Alright. So that's going to make this war drag on quite a bit longer, actually, because you get so much war score just from killing envoys. Okay, so this is interesting. I get the option to demolish Notre Dame. I'm going to go for that one. And I'm going to destroy Notre Dame because it's currently buffing the red player's religion, which I do not want. Yep, that's fine. Yep, I am going to make that demand. I want them to convert to my religion. I need some extra religious pressure. And they're wandering around with some big armies. Okay, thankfully I did research conscripts. I have a lot of them. Let's see. I'm gonna put units up on the high ground here. Those actually, no, those are rebels, so they're not going to be coming in. I thought they were maybe one of the independent people that are on my team, but they are not. It'd be nice if these were the reservists, but I haven't researched that tech yet. Man, going second in combat is such a massive disadvantage. It's really hard to overstate how big of a disadvantage it is. Is this unit? Great. That will be very helpful. Interesting. I don't really care about these units. This is just city population, and this city is really not that important anyway. I'm hoping they don't have the units to actually take this city. Don't know how they can shoot that unit, but fine. My god, these musketeers are taking so many hits. Man, that paw is really doing some work there. Okay, that's fine. Suppose I can bring these guys in if I need to. Which I might need to, actually, especially with that fortification there. 1019. You only have one artillery. Let's go after this unit here. What's going on here? It's a crisis of some kind. Don't really care what happens with that one. I can't even reach them. Okay, I'm gonna bring these guys in as reinforcements, which I probably should have done earlier. But they should be able to do some damage here. obviously city militia units not quite as strong. Okay, let's start working on the walls there. A 75 combat strength musketeer is still a problem, no matter which way you slice it. Man, these guys are taking a beating. Alright. Funny, the Singaporeans' kind of garrison advantage is actually coming in handy here. Okay, let's get these guys right up here. Really not impressed by the Highland charge effect, to be honest. I haven't found it making that big of a difference. If you're already winning, definitely helps you win more. I don't feel like it's very good at, like, turning a close battle, which is really what is important in most situations. Nay, yeah. Okay. Finally killed the musketeers up there. These guys, alright. Let's bring them forward. Down here, no, we're not interested in buying out. Really wish I could build my emblematic quarter, but hopefully that gets fixed before the final version of the patch is released. And I do have coal on there, so I should build that. Let's help finish Christ the Redeemer. One more industry up here would be nice. Grab some of the core infrastructure, and on to the next turn. Alright. Speed up that mortar. There we go. See, they only lost 6 war support. Wild. I guess, it kind of makes sense later in the game when you have higher population that population losses don't matter as much. They're going to get a ton of war score from that. So they got more war score from my envoy retreating than they lost from me defeating a somewhat sizable army. The balance on this stuff is just whack sometimes. Really wish they would change some of these things. Actually, what's my -1 ongoing? They have -2 ongoing. They're not actually really. Oh, they took their city back. That's why. Man, they have so many armies. This is why I set up that rail system earlier, I suppose. I think we're going to need another army. So, this is probably my most efficient city to build said army on. Let's do something like that. We're going to send those guys kind of back. We're going to keep the rest of these in Caral. For now, we don't want them taking that territory back. It's nice and central for me. We're not going to sally out here until this army is able to make it back to reinforce. Down here, go ahead and make that attack. Okay, and over here, we have that nuclear plant so we can reduce the pollution a little bit. Actually, that's not important. I have pollution effects off. That's the Watchmaker's Guild, yeah. So that's not an entirely accurate representation of what would happen there because we lose the scientist slots. Speaking of scientist slots, I am out of food in that city. I'll buy that quick. Huh. Actually, somewhat impressed with the AI in this game, specifically the red. Typically, though, there's literally no one that can actually keep up with me. Let's grab diplomatic cooperation if we can. Nice. Okay. And we'll sortie out here. Can't believe the one game that I'm playing the Singaporeans is the game that this home guard is actually going to be useful. It just tickles me a little bit. Going for that guy because he's kind of up on high ground and can harass all my units. We go here, should be able to hit him. Over here. Let's get people back in these districts. Not interested in dueling them when I'm sitting on a river with home guard units. I don't want to take populations. They're much more expendable than units that I've produced, but prefer to not lose them at all. If at all possible. Okay. Should be able to win this just by grabbing the flag here. So it looks like I'll be able to kill them all regardless. Smack him there. Yeah, they only lost 12 war support there. Pretty wild. Okay, we're definitely going to need more units up here. They're coming over with 2 armies. I think, yeah. Gonna need one more artillery up here, I think. Good with that. What's this? Why is Brown attacking me? Don't we have a non-aggression pact? Oh, they've been vassalized. That might be a little too much, honestly. Of course, I'm going to end up retreating that way. Which is the worst direction for me to retreat. Not even sure how these units got here. Interesting. Okay. Running low on stability here. I'm gonna grab a garrison. And grab the city watch. Grab police force. That'll help with stability a little bit because I would like to connect this up here. Just so they can't go wild pillaging my stuff. Gives me a bit of a buffer. Then we'll make a couple of units to reinforce this relatively small army here. Okay. Fusion reactor is 2 turns away, so we're getting close. I think I can probably go for this attack. I think I have enough units here. Okay, they'll retreat. Doesn't have that much of an impact on their war score. I'm worried about those guys now. They have a lot of units running around. Okay, so I have an army up here. There's a part of me that wants to grab... That's 2 Texan. Rifle would still be nice, though, because that's immediately available to me. On the other hand, aerial warfare, like bombers, would be very useful as well. Converts Nubians polytheism. No. Actually, yeah, I do care about this. I'm going to support black here. I don't want them to convert to a religion that isn't mine. That would put more pressure on my religion, which I don't need right now. Yeah, thought they might do that. So let's reinforce here. And we'll manual battle this. What? How did... These musketeers back here... I swear I just saw them hit my siege artillery. How does that work? They have 54 combat strength base. Okay, Lighthouse of Alexandria appears to be bugged again. I feel like they had fixed that. Stormborn also appears to be bugged again. Alright, excellent. I thought both of those had been fixed. That explains a lot about why these units are so strong. Okay, no, it was these guys that shot my artillery. Alright, I'm less salty about that. But I do feel like they shouldn't be able to from that position. Let's move them up here. I don't want them getting shot up. Nah. Don't want to damage my own units. Alright, let's move out here. Goodbye, mortar. And maybe we can intercept these guys here. Are they retreating? No. Still, if I can make them retreat, that reduces war score a little bit. Okay, let's keep some units down here. Go after the set here. This should be a cakewalk. Yeah, we don't need the knights on the front line there. Let's see. Let's do that. Is not controlling units very carefully here, which I kind of regret because I feel like I could definitely one-turn this if I had really thought about what I'm doing. But alas, it's not in the cards. Totally fine. It's really not that big of a deal. I don't think there's any way they kill one of my units. What? Just kidding. Wow, they just smacked him. They had more units than I realized because I currently can't see the ones over there. Okay, I really need to try to take Lighthouse off these guys in the peace deal if I can. Okay. Go for that guy. So I think I can, yeah. See if I can clear this guy out. Nice, okay. Don't know where this last set is. Okay, of course, he's in the forest here. Now there are some prowlers somewhere. Okay, so they lost 26 war score there, which is not bad. Did I? Okay, I still have trade with them. I'm willing to pay that. See if we can get scientific exchange. Plus 5% science is nothing to sneeze at in the late game. Can definitely help a little bit. Okay, they're waiting for the next turn. Building another army there. Down here, gonna have you come back to siege that city there. Okay, Napata. Oh, I don't have the sawmill in here yet, or that one. Should get both of those. Okay. And up in Edinburgh. Extra science is good. I guess building research quarters in Edinburgh is thematic. Let's see. Right, this is the group that retreated, because I don't know how they got in this position to begin with. It's pretty likely that they're just dead here, but let's see if we can do some damage on the way out. I mean, there's no path to destination. Okay, let's consolidate those guys. I have to do something like this, I think. Because I can't, like, get up here to reinforce these guys, which is really annoying. Yeah, look at that. These are some of the stronger musketeers that I've seen from the AI. Pretty unlikely I'm going to be able to kill many units here. Given the number that they have, yeah. I might just have to try to kill some of these knights or something. Just gives them less fodder for later. I still don't know how these units got there. I don't recall sending any units in that direction. Okay. Get that there. I could also get an aerodrome up here, which I think I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and buy one. Let me get some flying units once they become available. Just try to kill as many units as I can. And come back into the woods there. Likely that all these guys are just dead next turn. We'll see. Let's finish that up. Nope, never mind. This turned out a fair bit more difficult than I expected. I didn't realize quite how many combat strength bonuses they had on these musketeers. It's nothing I can't, beat overall, but situations like this, not much I can do there. I'm going to buy out that Maker's Quarter here, though. Yeah, well, yeah, never mind. I do need a little bit more stability in here. Just plop a garrison up there. And let's see what we can do. And 46 combat strength knights. Wild. The same combat strength as the musketeers out there. That's annoying. Stupid prowlers. Prowlers ruin everything, man. Whatever. I'm not gonna get upset about this one. Yeah, I'm really surprised at their capacity to produce units, to be honest. I mean, I could do the same thing if I wanted to fully dedicate my empire to just doing nothing but building units. I've never seen the AI with quite this extensive of an army before, though. Part of that may just be due to Pangea. A few of them survived, I guess. They're attacking my envoy. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother, just instant resolve that. This is why I'm building some more units down here. We'll probably buy these units out. Now, I could drop a DMZ. Okay, they are sieging me. Okay, they're gonna kill that unit. Scientific, yeah, whatever. Sure, why not? Mostly just to make him happy. Okay, can I DMZ here? Yeah. Okay, artillery, let's keep you safely in the back. Knights, you're just hanging out until I can upgrade you. Okay, something like that. I want to kill these musketeers as fast as possible. By far the biggest threats as far as the enemy units go. Okay. Some mortar. Nice, can hit him. Okay. Can they hit anyone? No. Okay, these are guys are gonna be a little bit exposed, but I think it's fine. Grab as many of those prowlers as I can. Go ahead and hit those musketeers there. Just trying to find spots that I can actually shoot from, basically. Obviously, I have preferred units to shoot, but I'm not going to be picky if I can find a spot that works. Fine if those prowlers come in. Okay, I think that'll do for now. My god, 55 damage from one musketeer shot? Wild. On units that are a tech era ahead of them. It's crazy. Okay, Okay, let's retreat these guys to safety, because I don't know where these dumb prowlers are. I can't see where their flag is. Oh, it's back here. Just go over there. I don't want to deal with these prowlers. Okay, they're suiciding some units. Great, so they lost 28 war score there. Oh my god. Man, their war score is never gonna go down, it seems. Yeah, we really need to start taking some cities. Well, this episode, I thought about making one kind of mega episode to finish this up, but that doesn't seem feasible given how the end of this game's kind of going. Okay. Sure, we're filling in some more science quarters here. Might be time to attach another territory soon. I'm just going to do that now. So I can keep building these quarters out that way. And over in Urim, more science. And have this battle here. Artillery, right? Yeah. Don't know where this last musketeer is. There he is. Okay. You should hit him with these units first. And these are going to be a real bitch to kill once they have dug in. Okay, great. Alright. That area seems secure. Okay, I have another army here. Get them to retreat. How am I feeling about that army? I feel like I need another unit in here. They've really just vassalized everyone. It's quite annoying. Right now I'm getting attacked by rebels. Let's put them there. Something like that. A little worried about them killing my low health units. Happy to let that artillery take a couple attacks from draftees. They're not that important. I wish they would give the machine gun a slightly different symbol. I can never distinguish it from artillery. So I just like place it like it's artillery because I'm not paying like that close of attention typically. Some extra food in here would probably be a good thing. Grab that. Alright. Huh. Interesting game so far. Do I have the... Yeah, the conscription centers and the forts are going to be useful on some of these like frontline kind of cities. Fortification I don't care as much about. Okay, I'm one tech away from aerial warfare. That's a nice attack there, actually. They just retreated, and they're going to be somewhat constrained on the terrain they can deploy on. Or not. They should go on high ground if they can't. Okay. Let's go like that. Okay, definitely need to dislodge that mortar. Let's get there. Man, that thing's taking a beating. Okay. Attack musketeers. Let's grab the flag. Force them to come to me a little bit. Kill those units. And thank God these aren't line infantry. This would actually be pretty challenging if these were line infantry. I would need quite a bit larger army than I have now. Okay. Alright, slowly clawing back the war support game. Go for another attack here. We are slowly depleting their armies. Okay. I'm going to put those guys in Kilwa. Make sure we maintain that. You're good there. And down in Kerma. Oh, I don't want to buy out. Okay, they aren't connected to the railway. We're almost at the point where we can just start flying units, though. So we'll hold off on that, actually. Some extra food would be good. 84 science there is not bad. What are they attacking me with? Steam frigate? 64. This guy needs to stop wandering around. Why don't you come home? Missed that this guy existed, so let's do this. Same here, actually. Where'd my unit go? Can't remember where he was. There he is. Okay. So, we're going to siege Birka. These guys up here. The people on the ridge. Try to make use of Highland Charge. Alright. Think I can... Wow, I can't even kill draftees in one shot. I mean, they are on high ground, relatively, but... They've got some crazy combat strength buffs this game. Okay. They have -4 ongoing. This will be a pretty big fight here if I can get that. Maybe attack from this direction. Yeah, I think that seems better. I have better territory this way. Okay. Got a couple retreats. Alright, let's go to tech. So, we're going to go up amphibious warfare. That'll give us rifles, which will be much appreciated. and then insurrection theory, so reservists, as well as the helicopter gunship, which are quite good. They're basically very like hypermobile artillery. Okay, so I'm gonna get a couple airports. Yeah, still working on units. That's fine right there. And just instant resolve that. I'm going to go for free arts. I'm more concerned with gaining stability. It is generally the direction I'm going in rather than losing it. Make sure we get that aluminum mine. Where else do I have aluminum? Some unclaimed uranium here. Whoops. Alright, I forgot. I can buy airports with influence now. So, let's grab one up here. Probably one down here as well. Put it next to the aerodrome. This also means I can build, I don't have enough. Oh, right, because I don't have an aerodrome actually in the city here. Let's go for a high production city. Yeah, like this area is probably good. I want this to be kind of close to the front line here. And prioritize that, and probably do the same thing up in Edinburgh. So I have a couple frontline cities that can produce aircraft. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and buy that airport. Actually, I probably should have reserved that gold for upgrades of units, but it's fine. Also have aluminum here, so we'll get that. Okay, Edinburgh. We'll wait until I have a little more aluminum, so I'm not quite getting such a big penalty. Okay. What's next? Science, maybe? I think that seems like the best option. Just renounce those. An alliance with the Aztecs. Are they still at war with my ally? Yeah. I'm gonna just refuse that. I don't want to be allied with two people that are actively at war with each other. Seems like it's not in my interests. Okay. I'm keeping that city occupied this time. I'm gonna give it another turn here so that I have some money to upgrade some of these units. Okay. Do need more food, but it's really not enough food to be worth it, I don't think, compared to the science output from the districts. And over here, let's get a couple of these basic things that I can produce very quickly. Okay, and events. I like science investing. Give me more science, please. Okay, so insurrection theory, another 3 turns. So that'll give us city militia that we can use to defend the reservists, which are strong enough for our purposes, I think. Go ahead and upgrade some of these units. It's only a +4, really, but it'll have to do. Go for that attack there. See if they take this one. Okay. I feel like they were probably retreating, so... Slightly awkward terrain, but it's fine. These are artillery. Yep, I want artillery. Oh, they have Oromo cavalry now. Well. Okay. Let's remove that dug in on the mortar. We're just going to go straight for the flag here. I'm not messing around with this. I can't shoot from there. I can shoot from there. I can shoot from there. Okay, good. Yep, shoot from there. Or they can just... I hate when that happens. Sometimes the game just decides that you don't actually get to shoot anything with your units, and they bug out like that. I'm ignoring that guy because I don't want to be standing on the river when he shoots me. Ooh, line infantry. Okay. Alright, I'll let that go. But over here... And do I really not have enough? Really like that there. On the F5. Oh. I'll just take the penalty, I suppose. It'd be really nice if they could develop this stuff. I don't want to lose my client states, but they're not technologically developed enough to have that aluminum deposit developed. This is one of the problems with kind of playing diplomatically, right? Are these kind of issues. Like, if I had just taken that territory like I normally would, I wouldn't be having this problem. Okay. Use artillery first. And we can kill some envoys with the knights. They're coming in handy here. Okay, I'm going to need to move this artillery up so it can actually shoot useful things. And let's focus on the line infantry here. Pull these guys back if I can, so that they don't die. I do have their flags, so they have to kill me pretty quickly here, which seems unlikely to me. I'm actually going to go in here. I want to try to do as much damage as I can. Can you shoot up here by chance? No. Okay, we'll just keep focusing on that guy. Alright, let's see how they handle this. Oh, there's a unit right there that I can't see for some reason. It's really like... I really feel like I should be able to see that unit. Right? Doesn't make sense to me that I can't see him. Okay, let's remove Doug in there. Retreat here. Retreat here. Can any of these units make it here? Yes. We'll shoot the Musketeers, just because they're the lowest relative combat strength. Let's take those guys out. Just make any attack that I can. But really like to kill that mortar, because, you know, indirect fire units, but we'll see if that's... Yeah. I should win on this round, hopefully without losing any units here. They'd have to have some pretty good focus fire. Okay. Pretty solid battle for me, overall. And that plus 15 war score from retreating envoys, I really just need to... Oh my god. It's so dumb, man. Like, I know I complain about this almost every single episode, but for the love of God, please fix getting war score for killing envoys. It is such a dumb mechanic. That's where almost all of their war score has come from, is retreating envoys. Okay, let's upgrade the low health units here so that they recover and go for another attack. Alright. Like, they lose almost nothing from retreating themselves, and they gain so much back when they force a retreat. Should be able to win this pretty handily. Okay. I don't know if their allies retreating counts. It does. I was pretty sure it did, but I wanted to double check. Okay. I feel like I don't have as much money as I would normally have at this point in the game. Part of that might be because of stability, so Taj Mahal isn't affecting all of my territories at the moment because of kind of low stability in certain territories. Though I seem to have largely resolved that issue. Get some of that just infrastructure here. 20% money wouldn't be bad, actually. Let's do a trade fair in some of these higher money cities. Do it here too. I'd really like to be able to do some buyouts. Okay. Right, almost forgot I had this city, to be honest. Actually feel like I have to think about what I'm doing at this point in the game, which is, not gonna lie, kind of unusual for me. Okay, let's just connect the city up here, make sure we have walls everywhere. I don't care about the poles. I have another wonder if we want. I'm actually going to go for Pentagon, because that'll reduce the cost of bombardment units. And I've finished Insurrection Theory, so that'll give me the reservists. I'm going to grab Continuous Track so I can upgrade the Knights. And maybe go into fighter jets. I suppose if I grab that, I could go to rocket science. Let's get rid of that one. And start working on space station so I can try to end the game. I really don't want... I've already have a bit of a grind fest against the red player at the moment, and I would prefer that not continue. Yeah, just instant resolve that. So dumb. I really hate that effect. I really don't want to have to micromanage envoys, and I feel like I have to. I really dislike religion in Civilization 6 for the same reason. I hate having to micromanage individual units like that. Alright. The knight's back there. We want to be on high ground wherever possible. Should be fine. Wow. Very unusual deployment on their part. Concentrate some units up there. They should be able to take care of that after this turn. Oops. I want you to move there, please. Going to dislodge that unit. Okay, I'm gonna have to create a bit of a barrier down here with some of these units. Let's make sure we're doing that. Start hitting the cavalry there. Start bringing these units in. With the musketeers. I feel like I want another unit down here. Move one of these over. Yeah, let's put that guy there. Okay, we'll just position those guys so they'll be useful in a bit. Make use of move and fire on the dragoons. Get another shot in. We'll pull them back to give a bunch of units a little bit more combat adjacency. Are those guys are locked from coming in. Is locked into battle and cannot move before the battle's ended. Okay. For some reason I thought they weren't coming in, but presumably they can still reinforce with that, right? Doesn't say they can. Should have checked that. Not sure why that is. Probably because they're retreating, I imagine. And could we please just kill those guys? Thank you. Cavalry's dead. Wow, are they about to one-shot my dragoons? Yeah, wow. That is annoying, to say the least. What's their, they get, yeah, extra combat strength from veterancy. Still, it doesn't feel like they should have been able to literally just insta-kill my dragoons. I guess maybe these muskets fired on them too, but even so, that feels like a lot of damage for 2 units to do to dragoons. It is interesting, because I don't... typically at this point in the game, I find you're pretty much rolling over the AI. And feels like the battles... how do I describe this? Are more tactical in a way, and not necessarily in terms of how you position the units in the battle, but that you don't just get like one big battle where one person like loses everything and then you proceed to win the war, but instead you get a large series of smaller battles with incremental losses, which feels very much more like you would expect for like the modern era kind of battlefield, right? So I don't know, I find that interesting. Yeah, let's finish that trade fair first. I do want to get those though. Did I ever... did I build an airport in here somewhere? I don't think I did. I think I built one in here, but I haven't attached it. Actually, I don't think that matters for the purposes of getting my units moved. So let's go to the airport here. Is it really quicker to go to the train station to get to the airport? That's so funny. And we'll have to wait until the next turn to fly them, but that's fine. And we're actually going to take Edinburgh off the Pentagon for now, so that I can build a few bombers. Alright. Okay. Any units I need to upgrade in those? No. Okay. Actually, maybe I'll upgrade these ones first, because they're about to push forward. Okay, I'm gonna fly them there. And great timing. Yeah, the kind of late game logistics of warfare are quite interesting when you actually have an opponent that can stand up to you. I don't have the knights in the front, do I? No, they're back here. Okay, another battle here. Alright, and let's remove Duggan on that guy. Great. You can get up onto the high ground here. Those Ormo cavalry are more important to hit than the Prowlers. I'm gonna use my back line to take out the Prowlers, I think. Funny. What's the 74? High ground, run the units, veteran C. Yeah, interesting. Interesting damage scaling there. Hello. Thank you. Knights, you're just staying in the back. Take a pot shot there. Let's get up. Oh, those are only... Where are those guys coming from? I'm a little worried about that guy getting into the fort again, but not much I can do about that. These saboteurs getting in there isn't going to be an issue. I'll still kill them. I feel like I forgot to attack with someone. Got a little aggressive about ending my turn, but that's fine. Did they just kill my knights? Oh my god. Wild. That's so wild that they went after those knights. I mean, I'll take the trade. That just seems like a really silly, aggressive thing to do for no reason. Okay, I'm going to camp out on this fort because I don't want them using that against me again like they did last time. Sometimes I feel like I click and it just ignores my input. Okay, let's start walking forward towards these musketeers. So I've covered this in previous videos, but when you're engaged in sort of more modern conflict where you can move and fire with direct fire units, you want to creep units forward so that you're filling in kind of the farthest away terrain first where you can hit them, and slowly start filling in forward. That allows you to maximize the quantity of fire that you're using on units. Should have hit them first like that to remove dug in, but I forgot I had my artillery. But anyway, that allows you to get the maximum number of shots, right? Like I wouldn't have been able to do that if I had filled this front line in first. So just something to think about when you're in move and fire kind of combat. Slowly draining their war score. Try to kill as many of their units as we can. Wish I didn't have to send a unit down here. We'll send that one. I think he'll be safe. Yeah. These guys are taking a beating. These guys are not dug in. So much easier to kill than the other guys were. Alright. Should win this round. Thankfully, musketeers can't move and fire, they just have to stay put. So, pretty much no... I don't think it would have even been possible for them to get onto the flag and kill my unit that was there. Alright. Mind the extra science outputs. Down here, let's see. 17 money is fine. Yeah, let's go for research quarters. Alright. Also wouldn't mind building some gunships. I can get a few of these. Will make quite a difference. I'm slowly getting their war score down. Got to upgrade this guy. I'd like to be able to push into the city here. I'm worried about losing this occupied city if I do that. But I think with that, with these units retreating and me having kind of removed an army from the picture, that I should be safe. They do have this army kind of camping over here. I wonder if I can... Because they're... I think they retreated last turn. So let's see if I can nab them. Yeah, this is pretty good terrain for me as well. Kill as many units on the first round of combat as I can. Oh, and I have bombers. Goodbye, line infantry. So bombers, in case you're wondering, they can be quite effective. honestly too bad that I'm going to refuse those because I want to take one of these cities off them. It's honestly too bad that you don't get to a point in the game most of the time that things like bombers are actually useful. The AI is just too far behind in most situations. Actually, I should probably attack from up here. Yeah. Alright, we're pushing towards a resolution on this war. Thankfully, despite the absurd combat strength of some of their units, they're still just working with draftees as far as their home guard goes. There's part of me that wants these units to come in. Just focus on those Ormo cavalry. Try to do as much damage to them as I can. Pretty good units, honestly. It's the Ethiopians, if I'm not mistaken. Proven to be quite resilient. I mean, I recognize that some of that is just because they have some bonuses to their combat strength that shouldn't actually be applying. But part of that is just because they're decent units. They're definitely not the best units, but they're decent. Alright, that should be that. Okay, their war score is collapsing, so don't know if I'll actually be able to siege them up here before I force a surrender. We'll find out. Then after I force that surrender, it should be pretty easy to close the game out here. Continue with science quarters. That's fine. And take a stability hit there. We're going to move you up here. And we're going to see if we can siege. Doesn't look like we'll be able to because they have the Amba there that is zona controlling us. It's alright. So what we'll do is we'll just try to take as much territory as possible off them. Don't have enough for that, unfortunately. Can I... Yeah, I don't think I can force them to release vassals. So I'll just take cities maybe, but I am considering like what's the relative value of just taking some of these territories. Like that has die, which might be more important than some of the other things. You know, on the other hand, you know, Caral, decently developed city, definitely the best of the ones I've occupied. Birka, I definitely want to take. I think, no. Yeah, so let's take that. Where is the rest? Caral. I feel like I don't have enough like war score to justify taking that. So I think I want to take some like random territories up here. Yeah, so we'll just do that. There we go. Got some more stars there. Actually, I have not been paying attention to this at all because I've been almost completely occupied with war here. But we're not doing too bad as far as I see. We're not doing too bad as far as Aerostars go. And hopefully can actually get this wrapped up soon with rocket science. Okay, we're let's not get rid of our Watchmakers Guild. Really disappointed that I can't use communal housing. That being said, the communal housing stuff is... absorb that. The communal housing is a lot better when you have high population, which I definitely do not this game. So it really wouldn't have been that beneficial for me. My population's a little bit more on the limited side. This is a pretty bad city, to be honest, but it's fine. We don't need good cities to finish the game at this point. We've got plenty as it is. Actually, do I have the resources I need to build to get rocket science? Or the space station? I do. Okay. We're going to be going after Black here for their resources primarily. Let's grab a trading charter here. And same thing here. Just give me everything. All of it helps my cities in some way, shape, or form. So you got a crisis. I'm going to support the Spanish. Okay, and we'll start upgrading these guys because we'll be at war with Black momentarily. Also going to go ahead and plop an airport just like right there. So I can move some units there pretty easily. Probably bring these guys back. Did I ever... I feel like I built an aerodrome over there. I'm not sure if these guys will be able to reach it. Go ahead and kill those guys with my bombers. Okay. Also going to grab an airport over here. That way I can move units in and out of this territory pretty easily. Which is important considering how far forward it is. These guys are going to move over here. Cultural exchange? Sure, why not? Just like give each other everything, really. Humanitarian aid. See what my religion's doing. Okay, we're pushing back. Any tenant, or not tenants, civics I want. Oh, right, I was going to get nuclear proliferation. Let's grab that. I have a bunch of places I can put this, I suspect. I'll just put it like right out there. Alright. Okay, got rocket science. I am going to pick up power lines, I think. Actually, because that's on the aluminum deposit, and I don't really have that much in the way of aluminum deposits. So maybe I go for like space orbital for the extra money. +1 science on regular district would be okay, actually. We'll increase our attack speed a little bit. So let's start grabbing space station. One turn it there. Alright, okay, I'm already good there. And actually, now that I think about it, I would like to use a couple of these gunships before the end of the game, because it's a pretty rare day that I get to use gunships playing Humankind, so try to take advantage of it while we can. Okay. We are very close to the end. This took a lot longer than I anticipated when I sat down to start recording. I wasn't expecting so much resistance from the red player here. Now, if I were like really trying to maximize my score, I could definitely do more. I'm going to attach one of these territories just so that I get the what's it? The expansionist stars. I'm going to build some aerodromes kind of on the way over here. I'll plop one over here as well. Okay. I just like, now that I actually have fun toys that I can use, I want to use them, you know? Okay. Actually, can I don't think I can fly. Yeah, I can't relocate helicopters using airports. But these guys, I definitely can. Upgrade all those. You can stay put. Okay. And now everyone can work on Lunar Lander. No roll for learning, doesn't really matter. Okay. Some pretty nice movement speed on these. Move them up here. See if I can get some more Aerostars here. I'm gonna go ahead and renounce those. Announce that. Open borders is fine. You can just stay put. Sure, we'll do that. And tech. See, I think like maybe social housing or something would unlock my emblematic quarter, but it's typically available from the start of the era, so I think that's just bugs. Grab communication satellite so we can get some vision, but shouldn't need it. Alright, gonna go this quick save here, and then have a little bit of fun before the end of the game. And I can do some serious damage to the quarters there. It's wild. I would prefer to use them in battle, because I feel like the ability to use aircraft, if they're in the combat zone, has been fixed now, so that you're able to, and I do want to test that. My army is weaker, huh? Let's see about that. I'm not going to worry about my deployment too much. Yep. Sure can do it. Oh, man. See, this is more the kind of combat that I'm used to by the time you get to this point of the game, where you're just kind of steamrolling the AI because I haven't been able to keep up. So red definitely didn't really keep up with me, and honestly, in most games it wouldn't have been that bad because I would have been taking different culture picks that would have given me better bonuses to combat strength or better combat units, rather than focusing on the diplomatic cultures that don't really do that. But that being said, still, like, even with that consideration in mind, more challenging than it would have been otherwise. I really didn't expect that kind of level of resistance. Oh, wow, I can hit them from there. Well, I think I've... Yeah, they have a lot of units to go. Well, we'll just let them carry on. Okay, where can I build this? Perfect. Let's get it done. Mars colony on the way. And we can end the game. So 3 turns. 4 turns, effectively, really. .65 combat strength. How's that compare to a Vet 3 rifle? 63. I guess these guys are on a river. I don't think that's counting in that combat strength, though. Man, wild how many units they had over here. I had no idea. Drop a DMZ there again. Ah, these guys managed to take over orange. Swoop. I do really like the kind of balance of Modern Warfare. It is feels a lot more engaging compared to some of the earlier eras, just because they're not that the early eras aren't engaging, but there are a lot fewer options available at that point in time. So it's really nice, like, playing around with such a diverse selection of units, and like I don't even have things like the tanks and APCs at this point. I haven't researched that tech. So it is kind of a shame that the AI typically is not in a position to really compete at this point in the game. I'd really like to see a little bit more of that on a normal basis. Man, so many units up here. If only I had known how much this was going to extend my recording session, which is now at like 3 hours, when I had anticipated this taking maybe an hour and a half. My god, look at all these units. Okay, that'll work. That's one way to get it onto a city tile. It'll normally try to bombard it, which I didn't want, but I had a feeling that might happen. Make sure it doesn't get the flag back. I'd like to just take this. Turns out we didn't actually need this to build the Mars colony. Just gonna retreat from that. We'll just attach these so they stop doing that shit. Okay, victory. Okay, can already force a surrender. So this is much more typical. We're interested in that one there. I thought I had a grievance on it, but whatever. We have enough to finish the game anyway. Actually, I should vassalize them. There we go. All right. So basically game over at this point. So we should get the prompt here. Yep. Triggered at the end of the next turn. So we'll just build some random stuff as we wait for the end of the game, basically. Everyone just work on that. You can just do whatever. Okay, one more. Yep, right there. Looks great. Attack, just get power line, sure. Yeah, so there's quite a bit more fame that we could get in this era. The scientist stars would be a given. I think the SC stars would be a given. I'd probably get at least one more diplomat star. I think 2, like maximizing that seems pretty unlikely, but I definitely could have gotten over 30k this game. But yeah, 29.2, definitely not a bad score by any means. So let's click through this here. Checking my phone, I had a couple texts that I missed. Singaporeans in the contemporary best era, even though I couldn't even build my emblematic district. So let's skip through this. I'm curious, yeah, about just this player here, because they were in second. Look at their industry. Yeah, like their industry was not very good. Like it was better than a typical AI for sure. Like look at this. How are they even remotely close to me in terms of anything? Like they, even at the rate they were producing this technology at, they should have been substantially farther behind me than it felt like they were, at least. Yeah, like they were competing with me in military to some extent. But yeah, interesting game. Just a nice combination of bonuses, I guess, they had that made them somewhat competitive. Because like even with their musketeers, they were fairly competitive with my infantry, just due to some of like their culture bonuses that they had previously selected, and some of their wonders as well. So interesting game, that not as diplomatic as I would have liked, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. So appreciate you tuning in for this one. I know this turned into a pretty long episode as well. In fact, both of these last ones, since I decided just right now that I'm actually splitting these up, since we're just about hitting 3 hours. So appreciate you tuning in for these last couple episodes, and I'll see you in the next series.